I just realized that it's pie day and of course we have to make a pie. The only issue is that I am wildly unprepared. This is all the butter that I have, which means I'm gonna have to use some shortening for my crust. I've never actually made a pie on pie day. This is a first and I'm very excited. I actually don't know how much butter this really is, so I'm just gonna estimate with the butter and the shortening. I'm gonna add my butter and then I don't know exactly how much, maybe a little under a cup of shortening, about that much. Now I'm gonna add about 2 cups of flour and just pulse it. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I forgot to add in the salt, so I'm doing that right now. I'm gonna divide this in half. Oh, I think I made it a little too thin. We'll see. Every time I cut the excess pie crust, I always think of that one scene in Snow White. She made baking look like so much fun, and it really is. I'm gonna bake it for just a few minutes so it's not super raw when I put the filling in. We're gonna make a berry pie because that's all I really have the ingredients for. I've never made a berry pie before, so we're just gonna kind of wing it and figure it out as we go. I'm gonna add all of my strawberries to a pot and my blueberries, water, some sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and some cinnamon. And now I'm just gonna let it boil for a while. While the filling's cooking, we're gonna work on the other half of our crust. I used some cookie cutters to cut out 3.14 in the pie crust that we can then put on top of the pie. I think that we're ready to assemble. I made a silly mistake and I didn't account for my pie crust shrinking in the oven, so it's a lot lower than I was expecting.
So it keeps falling?
Yeah, it keeps falling. This is such a mess. Now we're gonna add our numbers. I probably should have let it set for a little bit before I started adding all of the little cutouts because they're just sinking, but I think it's still gonna be pretty cute. Look at how cute it is. I'm gonna cook it for about half an hour and then let it rest for a little bit and then we'll see how it is. It's done and I think it looks pretty good. It smells so good. I really wanna try it, but I think it needs a few more hours to rest. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. This is what it looks like. Making this was so fun and I hope you have a great pie day.